There I was, thinking I was the freshest citizen at the con with my I outdrank Eckhart badge and my Caterpillar Low Flyers t-shirt on, when suddenly some dude named Mario Diehl rocked up with these absolute fire feet. Yes, that is a one-of-a-kind pair of fat Freelancer maxis. So you better just sit down because the Fresh Prince of Misk Air just came to town. And he clearly has no intention of leaving any women for the rest of us. Welcome to Red's Resort. In this show we take a look at what's been happening around the verse, whether that be social media, Reddit, YouTube, etc. Then we'll take a wee look at what's coming from official sources to give you a lighter Star Citizen summary. First up, we've got a little giveaway for the Spirit Paint Pack. All you have to do is be subscribed and tell me what your favourite part of CitizenCon was. Also, if John Connor 2001 happens to watch this, you still haven't claimed your CitizenCon goodies pack, dude. Leave a message below to get in touch. Just, if you aren't too busy melting T1000s and vats of liquid steel, etc. If you know someone looking to get into Star Citizen, please use one of the codes on screen now for some extra starting credits when you buy a game package. Let's go over to Reddit and see what the brightest minds of our generation have been up to. First up, we've got this stanky ass Drake to show from Addy Teacher. I think that's how you say that. It could be a play on words that's just went right over my head. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, why Red on God's green microtech are you labouring our eyes with this repellent garbage can of a ship? Well, my fearless frontier flying friends, just look at it. I don't know why, but filthy grimy buckets like this just really float my boat. Since this was added to the game, I've always kept one eye on the sky, looking for that perfectly banged up work wagon. And here it is. Finally, and in all its glory. And here's another, from Micah. Definitely the most custom faded ship I've seen to date, so I felt obliged to share. Look at that windshield. That probably needs dialed back a notch, to be fair. A special thank you to you guys for managing to go the full tour of duty of probably a mere few days without randomly imploding to bring this magnificent sight to our eyes. Next up is an Aurora with wings. That's exactly what I thought, and no, this isn't just some 3D mock-up, this is the real deal, with realistic atmosphere, whatchamacallits and everything. This is in Kerbal Space Program, if you're not familiar, which lets you build and test spaceships within a very realistic simulation of flight dynamics. As you can see, things didn't go too well at first, but after some adjustments, the Aurora starts flying like the absolute harbinger of death that it was always meant to be. I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to see this become a reality. This was by Space Scumbag, who's been on the show before, knocking down cargo dominoes with a PTV. Thank you for this, Citizen. Your efforts to enlighten us with your space-based antics will always be appreciated. Soku Yamashita is back on the show now with another one of these outstanding concept designs. This is the Consolidated Outland Rhino, which is a medium freight ship. It can hold 224 SCU of stuff, or 2 rock miners and an MPUV. Not that it matters because it's not real, but I just love this type of thing, especially these more industrial designs. It was also apparently based on the original Rhino designs from Freelancer. Very cool stuff. Jazzband Miller has a 3D model for us next. This is just nuts. An exploding cutlass, which, let's face it, is a more realistic prospect than an unexploded cutlass. Looks like it lights up in areas, it's got this cool smoke effect going on. Just brilliant, dude. Excellent, excellent work. Would love to see more if you ever find the time. Making a return to the show is Buggy9817 for this awesome F8C skin. Like, why, CIG? Why can't we just be beautiful? We put up with so much. So many bugs. All we ask is just to look good. This good, particularly. I don't care if I have to character reset and it takes me an hour to get to my ship and I get stuck at the bottom of the well of my freaking hangar and can't log back in for a week. I don't care if the transport system's broken. I don't care if... Look, I just want to look beautiful. Just let me be beautiful. There's only so much you can polish a shit red. Shut up, Stephen. Give me fucking hex paints. Keep up the great work, Buggy. These skins are absolutely awesome, dude. Over on X, we have a guy called Blamsmith, who has started making these awesome pixel art images of ships in their hangars. There's a vulture and a terrapin and a 100i, and the closer you look, the more interesting little details you can find. There's a few bikes there, there's Benny Henge, there's a Hammerhead poster, there's a Pico, there's a freaking Xenomorph, and it's just the coolest shit ever. But wait, because believe it or not, this somehow gets even better. So you can take these ones he's made and just save them as your wallpaper or whatever, but if you want, you can go to this website and make your own. Now, before you go crazy, it is pretty limited still. Like, it's still pretty brand new and there's only a few ships, but you can just add the bits that you want and make your own versions. Absolutely mind-blowing level of awesomeness. Like, how even dare this guy just make something this creative and absolutely perfect for this show. Hopefully he can find the time to keep adding to this and maybe add some paints and stuff. Just epic. Really loving this, Blamsmith. You are the man. K9 made this mock-up of a terrapin variant, but it's not just any terrapin, obviously, because that is a size 6 freaking cannon just sitting there innocently on the top there, you know, minding its own business, trying to blend in. I mean, he says he's just trying to spoon with you, but we all know what's going on. This is called the Terrapin Master Key, and it fires a short fuse superheated thermite round for all your ship subtracting activities. K9 is awesome, by the way. They also put out these vandalised skins before the official ones appeared as subscriber items, and I think you'll agree they've definitely got a talent. Appreciate your work, dude, and this terrapin thing being in the game would be absolutely sick. Next up is a short story called Citizen Zero by Gameplay Patriot. And I don't know if this is the first chapter of something that's ongoing, but it seems like it. He wrote on Twitter, "Hey, I started a passion project. I'm writing a fanfiction based on Star Citizen. The story is called Citizen Zero and it's about Jack Thorne, a regular college student who is transported into a new universe and has to become a leader for his fellow stranded." And that's how the story starts out. A bunch of college students get transported into Star Citizen by some freak occurrence and are trapped there, and all the logical and emotional repercussions that you would apply. That's what happened to you in real life. Now, I know what you're thinking. I always know what you guys are thinking. Have you noticed that I always know what you guys are thinking? Weird. You're thinking probably one of two things. Epic, if that was me, I'm going to get to fly my 400i, or insert ship name here. And it's going to be better than it would be even if it was in VR. Or you're thinking either A, these guys are fucked, B, these guys are screwed after the next 30k, or C, these guys are buggered as soon as they try and do anything at all, including just leaving the Habs in an elevator. And yeah, the main character is likely to have no friends by the time he even makes it to a ship, depending on the associated patch number. Either way, this is going to be a very interesting project. It's extremely well written and fun to read, and really genuinely left me feeling like I needed to know more. As usual, all links to everything in this video will be below. What's this, Red? What you got there, Sonny Jim? Nothing. Just the full technical manual for a C1, made by a fan. You know, the sort of thing most fans just whip up on a weekend. Right? This was made by Kevsky 3D, just in case, you know, you thought it was 2D. He's not. He's fully 3D, this dude. And you can download the entire thing as a PDF. Why would you want to do that? Because it's really freaking cool. Look at it. You never know when you sit down at a cockpit where the self-destruct button is going to be, or where the toggle turret button is. Do you know what your height clearance is with your landing gear retracted? No, I didn't think so. Well, now you do. Apparently, there's one of these for the Fury as well, and this guy just became an absolute insta-legend. In my eyes, I mean, I'm not trying to geek out or anything, but I'm gonna need the whole collection now, Kevsky. Seriously suggest setting yourself up with a little Ko-Fi account or something, cause people are not gonna leave you alone now. I'm gonna need like the 325A especially. Not that you're taking requests, but you know, off you pop, son. You don't have time for YouTube now, my guy. Busy. Like, imagine writing the manual for the Reclaimer. Just the Reclaimer. Psh, nuts. Insta-legend, fool. Insta-legend. Okay, the next one will absolutely blow you away, if you've not seen it yet, that is. If you're not already sitting there like an absolute gibbering wreck from overexposure to sheer awesomeness, this next one is definitely going to get you. This, my vacuum-obsessed obscenities, is an 8.5 feet long Aegis hammerhead made out of Lego. Basically, to the scale that a minifigure would be if it was human. Wait, I think I said that wrong. Anyway, you get the idea. And of course, it is glorious. Before you start wondering, as I did, how in the holy hand grenade this guy managed to afford this $35,000 behemoth, well, the answer is, he didn't. This is all built in a virtual Lego building program. But still, every one of its gazillion pieces were placed individually, and just think how easier it would have been to find that one perfect piece for each section. Then, obviously, it makes creating this cool montage a lot easier as well, and get all these interior shots and stuff. Absolutely epic behaviour. Thank you, D44, you absolute psychopath. Okay, we've only got 2 others from YouTube this time around. There are various reasons for that, but the main one is that, well, I'm lazy, obviously, but no, I swear I've been up and down the last month of YouTube a few times, and it is wall-to-wall CitizenCon. And I didn't really want to feature that stuff. There is another episode of the Huxley group from EE Studio. You should definitely go and watch those if you haven't already. But basically, if I put those guys on again, I'd be pretty dangerously dipping into favouritism territory. But the new episodes are great, and it just keeps getting better and better. What I'm really trying to say is, if you find anything out there, could be on Discord, loads of servers out there that I'm not in, Twitter, YouTube, Reddit, even a Twitch clip or something like that. Like, I probably miss loads. Just tag me or message me and let me know. Would definitely save me a ton of trolling. I'd defo appreciate it. Anyway, let's get on with the show. So our first one is Spirit Breaker by Fatbird.
Wait, time out. I just need to grab a med pen from the bathroom.
Oh, come on, just give it up. You got nowhere to run now, mate.
Just call a med beacon. Call a med beacon. But not for me.
Ah, fuck.
Alright, now that I have a second, here's the deal. I've entered my Darkbird phase.
This is so slick. I don't know how to describe it. It's like Deadpool level of confidence. In the sense of the comfort and style when interacting in front of the camera. There's even the odd breaking a bit of the fourth wall.
Surely, a moment where epic and meaningful dialogue happens.
Right now?
Stop interrupting my intro!
But not today, because our story is just beginning.
Or maybe it's the music. It's something. Something gives off the distinct impression of inevitability, and it's just hilarious.
Yeah.
You ever wonder why we're here?
If you've been here before, welcome back.
Well, it's one of life's greatest mysteries.
And if you're new here,
Are we the product of some...
Cosmic coincidence?
my name is Fatbird.
And today, I chose violence. Stop a crime, burrito time. Uh-oh. Shit. Watch this little sleight of hand.
Really? A burrito?
Check your feet, pal.
Huh? You son of a bitch!
And also just too clean. The editing is crazy well done. Truly astonishing feat here by Fatbird. Thank you for the effort this must have taken, dude. 07. The next one is by Kalani, and again, I don't know if everyone's just upped their machinima game, and in probably one of the worst possible patches as well. But this one has a very nice, almost western chill to it. The main character is this easygoing, impossible to phase kind of guy, and for some reason that just sets off the atmosphere and pacing really well.
Let's see what's in here.
I don't understand the atomics of it really, I just know how it feels. It's got a vibe to it. Loving the music score.
Are you interested in Rotten Patambu or Pink Quick Flares?
You get one more sentence before I decide if I should kill you.
Are you really my competition? Kenzo usually keeps better company than this.
The story is really well written as well, and it's carried along by the excellent and exquisitely natural voice acting.
Hey. Yeah? You ever wonder why we're here?
Well, it's one of life's great mysteries, isn't it?
It's perfect,
Why
basically.
are we
I mean,
here?
of course it is, right? I don't usually even feature things on here if I have bad things to say about it. This isn't a review show. I only find the coolest shit, and I bring it all together in case you missed it. And speaking of bringing it all together, both this video and the last one from Fatbird have a cool little feature that absolutely blew my mind. And if you didn't know about it going in, then I'm very sorry because I'm about to spoil it for you. There's a point in both these videos where all of a sudden you're like, they cross over.
Uh-oh.
Keep your hands on that box and I'll let you keep them.
The hands or the contents of the box?
Both.
Wait, Fatbird?
Oh. Hey, Kalani. How's it going?
Could be much worse. How about you?
Yep. There's a specific point where both characters run across each other whilst both trying to complete their separate tasks. And I don't mean like a small cameo, they both pop up in each other's vid for a laugh. No, them accidentally bumping into each other happens from different perspectives in each other's video as part of the story. This got me totally out of the blue, and it was just like next level, to be honest. I was like, these guys are just playing with my emotions at this point, effortlessly dancing with my preposterously short attention span to keep me invested and excited. An absolutely wonderfully well done experience from you both. I think I speak for everyone in the community when I say,
What a rush, huh?
yeah, what that guy said. And that's it for YouTube. I know, it's weird, right? And the only thing that I can think of is that it's just so damn hard right now to make content for this game. I mean, there's still loads of god tier content creators out there doing what they do best, but for the last few weeks you can tell it's just been easier to rely heavily on the easier to obtain footage from Sitcon. Or, they're in 4.0 and, I'm refusing to spoil that for myself, so I've not watched any. So, to soften the pain from how bad the game is performing recently, we've got some pumpkins. Everybody loves pumpkins, right? This one is from Akhari. I don't know if these were the eventual winners or if that's even been drawn. I just found them on the community hub with an absolute ton of upvotes, and it's not hard to see why. Here's another from Putzwunder-set. I totally nailed that. Did you hear me nailing that German there? But yeah, I mean, Jesus dude, that's freaking awesome. Absolutely awesome. Another one? Of course a freaking another one. Who does only 2 pumpkins? This one is from Jazzband. No, wait, that's just totally not fair, Jazzband. You've clearly got that streamer privilege 4.0 access. Absolute travesty. There's no way you did that from a low quality 4K YouTube video. Also, not sure how you done it, but that genuinely looks like it could take me to the nether realm, dude. Bravo, good sir. Great work though, guys. Hopefully these entries get you a nice little ship or something for your pumpkin-soaked troubles. And that's it. We've only got dev responses that I found interesting to go over, and there's only 3. This first one was about being able to destroy or relocate bases when they come into the game. Yep, you will be able to both destroy and relocate buildings. If you have a freight elevator on the base, then destroying will refund up to X% of the materials you used to craft the building, with the refunds being sent to said freight elevator. The amount refunded can be reduced based on how much damage the building has when destroyed. You will also be able to adjust the stilt heights of the buildings so that it's easier to connect them together on undulating terrain. The next question was about extraction sites at bases running dry. Answer from Deck H again. Each individual extraction deposit does indeed have a limited amount of SCU available. Once you've mined out that site, it's done. New deposits will spawn when certain resource scarcity conditions are met, but just to be clear here, it's a new deposit in a new location, not the same previously mined deposit replenishing while a base is active on it. These deposits will typically take a while to deplete however. Abandoned buildings will degrade and fall down over time. You are not technically limited on the amount of settlements, however in lawful areas the cost of buying land for UEC and the tax is scaled based on how much land you already own on that planet. So it does escalate beyond an affordable amount at some point. Failing to pay tax on a plot after X amount of time will remove it from your ownership, freeing it up for someone else. You can also just abandon ownership if you wish. On a side note here, in regards to buying land, there are different types of plots available. One is specifically designed for extraction, and its costs and capabilities scale differently from a standard plot, with the whole idea of extracting deposits and then moving on to a new one in mind. The next question was about AI blades being in before 1.0. Rich, who seems to be pretty much running the show these days, came out and said, "I wanted to reassure everyone that AI blades are part of the 1.0 plan. They will not be as effective as other players and will take additional power to run. We will also be offering a way of upgrading them through tiers, but again they will never be as good as a player." Also, as AI blades provide most of the functionality, NPC crew will most likely be a post 1.0 plan. So, a bit of good and bad news there. AI blades yes, NPC crew no. Doesn't mean they won't eventually be in, doesn't mean they've been abandoned. A lot of people will be upset about that, as it was pretty much supposed to be in as far as I'm aware. To be honest, at this point I'm just waiting to see how much server meshing can actually save this game right now. Because if it doesn't, questions like this won't even matter, really. And that is a bit of a bum note to end on. Sorry about that. But that is it. That's all folks. Thank you for tuning in to my crazy little show. Looks like there's a new patch just dropped at the time of writing. I'm going to go and see if that's got any hopium in it. Been rough this patch for sure. Keep the chin up out there in the black. Maybe we'll even be able to play the game instead of watching streamers explore Pyro without us. God, I am starting to sound like Khaleesi. That's it. I'm off to spend a few weeks on my Christian Minecraft server. 07 guys.